Hare Krishna. Please that you can join me in this video. My name is Ricardo Coke. I wanted to I'm reading this book. As you can see, it's called The King of Knowledge. And that's the back as well, where it says The King of Knowledge. So basically it says here, I'm just reading out basically the first paragraph. It says Bhagavan possesses all appliances, possesses all appliances, the totality of knowledge, wealth, power, beauty, fame, and renunciation. So let me break it down a bit. Appliances. Hang on a minute. Appliances. I think that's how I pronounce. If we look if we look what the meaning of appliances mean, it means great wealth or luxuriousness. Bhagavan possesses all appliances. That's obviously great wealth or luxuriousness. The totality of knowledge. Totality means the whole of something. Basically, the question I got for this one is where it says the totality of knowledge. How basically I'm wondering, how can a god, Krishna, possesses the whole totality of knowledge when in actual fact knowledge is endless. There's no end to knowledge, because if you look around the world, and look at the world itself, things are always changing all the time, and things stay the same, and and like, say for example, animals like the tortoise can outlive human beings, and trees have been around for so many years, many years, and to say that somebody to say that he says possesses all applies for somebody to possess for somebody to possess all knowledge, that means that there is an end to knowledge. There is an end to knowledge. When there's an end to something, that it means really that there's a limit to it. There's a small limit to it, and that means when there's a small limit, when there's a small limit to something, it means that it's not very strong. It's very weak. If you look at the human race, a human being, a human life is short, and it's easily forgettable once a person's lived and died. You can easily forget about them once they passed away. But for a god, Krishna, to say that he's got the totality of knowledge, wealth, power, beauty, fame, and renunciation, which renunciation means the formal rejection of something, typically a belief, claim, or course or action, express or tacit abandonment of a right or possession, usually without assignment to to another person. But to possess, to have the totality of knowledge, wealth, power, beauty, fame, basically when it says renunciation, basically it's a rejection. Renunciation is a rejection, if we really think about it. And to possess, fair enough if you possess wealth, power, but if Krishna possesses wealth, if Krishna possesses power, that means his power is limited, because he says he possesses all of these things, and the totality of it. That means it's limited. That means Krishna has a limited knowledge, a limited wealth, limited power, limited beauty, limited fame, and he also rejects all of it, which is what he means by renunciation. Because if you look at the word renunciation and find out if you look at the meaning of renunciation, which is spelt renunciation, renunciation, basically it means, renunciation means a form. I'll tell you again anyway, because I already told you. I'll tell you again anyway. It says the formal rejection of something, like I've just read to you. I'll read it again. It says the formal rejection of something means that you publicly, formally reject it. Typically, it says typically a belief, what you believe in, a claim, what you claim, or a course of action. So something that you do. And it goes on to say in the meaning, that's what the meaning I read out to you. Formal rejection of something, typically a belief, claim, or a course or a course of action. And another meaning of renunciation, it says express of tacit abandonment, when you abandon something, abandonment of a right or position, usually without assignment to another person. So express of tacit abandonment of a right or possession, usually without assignment to another person. So you're not assigned to that person. So it's usually without assignment to another person. So basically it seems like it's saying that Krishna is independent. Fair enough, but the dependence that he's got, according to these meanings that I've read out to you, his independence is limited. I'll go on now. Beauty, fame, renunciation. It says when we find someone who possesses these appliances in full, we are to know that he is God. There are many rich, wise, famous, beautiful, and powerful men, but no one man can claim to possess all of these appliances. Only Krishna claims to possess them in totality. So what we said before, it says in the knowledge book, the King of Knowledge, it says only Krishna claims to possess only Krishna claims to possess them in totality. So claims, basically to claim something. This is the meaning of claim. When you claim something or claims, this is what the meaning of claim is. The meaning of claim means state or assert that something is the case, typically without providing evidence or proof. So that's what it means to claim. It means it's basically saying only Krishna claims to possess them in totality. Basically, it's saying that Krishna claims to have it, but basically what this this is meaning is, it says here in claim, state or assert that something is the case, typically without providing evidence or proof. So basically what Krishna is saying, Hare Krishna is saying, he basically says, typically without providing evidence or proof. So basically he's saying he claims it, but he's basically what Krishna is saying. He claims to have Hare Krishna claims to have these things, but he has no proof. He says typically without providing evidence or proof. So he doesn't have no evidence or proof to show he can claim these things that he said, the knowledge, wealth, power, beauty, fame, rich, wise, famous, beautiful, and powerful men, basically. But basically, going by the meaning in the dictionary, there's no evidence, since he's just claiming it. And the totality of it, totality again, which means, I'll tell it to you again, totality means the whole of something. When it says the whole of something, it means something. I mean, it does. The word totality means the whole of something. It just says something. It doesn't say everything. It's not everything. When you have the totality of something, it's not everything. It's just something, like it says here in the dictionary, the whole of something. But it says again, not again, but it says, I read it out again. It says only Krishna claims to possess them in totality, but claims again, this is without proof or evidence, claims and possesses them in totality. Totality is the whole of something. It means which is not the whole. Totality is the whole of something, which is not everything. It's not everything. You've got. I mean, basically, for Krishna to be what he says for Krishna to say what he says he is, he needs to there needs to be documentary evidence. There needs to be proof there needs to be things that I can I need to go to somewhere, an area in the country where I can actually see the evidence that Krishna can prove that he is God, or he proves himself worthy. That I need to go somewhere, and I need to see it with my own eyes, and touch and feel and taste it with my own eyes, and see these things to say that, yeah, this is Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. This is a God that I should serve, or I should obey. This is a God that I should worship. But without documentary evidence, you can't worship something like that. Without judging by, I'm only judging by this paragraph that I read out. This, I don't know if you can see it. I'm only judging it by where my finger is. This hole where my finger is covered. That's where I'm reading the whole of that. That's what I'm going by, and that's what I'm speaking about, because that, if Hare Krishna claims what he says he is, there needs to be documentary evidence. Like, I need to go to the country where he was living, or where he once lived, and I need documentary evidence to say that he claims to say who he claims to be. There needs to be documentary evidence and proof, and the proof needs to be consistent, as in he is still doing his work today, right now, as you're hearing me right now, right at this present time. Not last year, not 10 years ago, not 200 years ago, not 5,000 years ago. It needs to be present and always going and always continue to do works for Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna has to keep doing his work constantly for him to say that he is God. He has to be ever present and always doing the same thing doing different things all the time. Maybe not the same, but doing different things all the time. And he's, you know, it's a case of we have to feel Hare Krishna's presence. You know, we have to feel his presence. You know, to know that he is there. There needs to be proper rock hard evidence. Like I've said, we have to go to that place to say that he is real, instead of just someone just saying, you know, that person is real. That, you know, I've heard it. You know, hearing it is not good enough. We need to actually see it with our own eyes and feel it with our own eyes. Feel, see, taste, hear, and touch. 5 senses we have. The human race has 5 senses, and Hare Krishna needs to touch all 5 senses, really. So that's my question I want to put out there, really. And just because, you know, when I hear people talk about Christians, you know, today you hear, right now you can go on the internet, and you can go on like you can go on Christian TV, and you've got evidence that people are still getting healed by Jesus, even though Jesus is not there, but they say but his spirit is there. Jesus' spirit is there, and God's spirit is there. But that's the thing. That's what I'm looking for. You see, that's what I'm looking for. I need to see this kind of thing. What Jesus does. I need to see this kind of thing in Hare Krishna. I need to see that kind of thing happening now. Really, right at this present time, I don't see that. In Hare Krishna. You know, doing healings right now, right at the present time, and constantly healing every day, every year, every second of the day, every hour of the day. That's the kind of thing that I want to see in Hare Krishna. But you don't see that. I mean, if you're gonna see that, you're gonna have to go to some sort of some sort of soothsayer, some sort of medium to get that. But that's devil worshipping. So yeah. So that's all I have to say about whether Hindus, whether the Hindu religion is real or genuine, or the true religion. So yeah, that's all I have to say for now, and I'll talk to you all soon, ladies and gentlemen. So Hare Krishna and goodbye for now.